Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh,
Oh,
hi,
hello
Mark.
there. How is everyone going today? Or doing today? I don't know how long combined chat will take. I see Maryland and Gerversod. Gerversod is obviously coming up on the stream, but I also see you, Maryland. I see you. Whoa, the camera's facing so low down. You know, its camera angle somehow makes me look slimmer. This is a black shirt. There we go. Let's anytime I put lo-fi on, I always get copyrighted, but I mean it's better than no music, or better than the same thing over and over again. Where is it? Disable background music, put on lo-fi. Oh god, no. That's not the right thing. Why do I think that's the right thing? That's so weird.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, Steve. Hey, Dino.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hello. Hello, Steve, man. Nope, still not the right one. There you go. I like to keep it like cut out because I think it looks neat in the top right. What do you do as a day job? I don't. I saved up a lot of money and was made redundant from my last job. I now have spent a long time trying to find work. I occasionally do freelance work. I'm a 3D artist, but there's not a high demand for 3D artists right now. So with my savings, I thought, oh, I really like doing YouTube. Let's see if I can do something with YouTube. So my time is spent doing stuff with YouTube while I burn through my savings to see where I can get with YouTube. Because one of my aspirations when I was a kid is I always wanted to do a job where I wanted to enjoy what I'm doing. And I think it's a really weird concept when people get mad at YouTubers for... There's obviously two different like tiers of this, right? There's, oh, freaking, this YouTuber's just doing it for the money. Yeah. Which, yeah, that's understandable. If a YouTuber is really selling out, yes, be upset with them. But if a YouTuber simply just wants to do YouTube because they want a job that they enjoy doing, they need a certain amount of income to do that job full time rather than having to work a full-time job alongside doing YouTube. Every job I've ever pursued doing, I've always wanted it to be something I enjoy, but you can't do something you enjoy as work without being paid for it. So mine was 3D art. I always wanted to make video games and be a 3D artist. And I can't do that just for fun. Well, I mean, I can, I guess, but I'd have to work a full-time job at the same time as trying to do 3D art. So the ideal situation is I get paid for my job, which I did do. I almost had a job for about 3 years before I was made redundant as a 3D artist at a game studio.
Ogres are like onions.
Ogres are like onions. And that was the job I had. And yeah, doing something I enjoy doing while being paid for it. Now that's my pursuit on YouTube is like, obviously I don't really care if I'm earning... You know, people go into YouTube thinking they're going to be millionaires. I just want to earn just enough to pay my bills every month, which would be really, really cool. Being able to do something I really enjoy doing It's casually hearing ogres and monkey. Are they coming through for you guys, by the way? Turn down the music a little bit. Obnoxiously loud vocal streams. Yeah, I mean, oh nice, chat's really working. I just enjoy it. You know, so I'm going to talk about. Pretty sure I have carpal tunnel right here. Right here. So much pain recently.
Ogres are like onions.
Like if I put pressure on it, it hurts.
Monkey.
I don't know. And when I looked it up recently, something that looks right was carpal tunnel. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. United Kingdom. I'm from down south. Not down south. I mean, the UK is really weird when it doesn't matter where in the world you go. There'll be like people who like try to divide up the country into certain ways. Most people who are above a certain line in the UK will call anyone below it Southerners, and similarly, anyone above a certain line might be called Northerners. Like a Londoner. My parents are a good example. The amount of times they're like, yeah, that's up north. I'm like, no, that's still south. You're just thinking of London. My parents are from London, so a lot of times they think of anything above London as north. I remember there's a place in the UK called Northampton, and it's called Northampton because there's also a place called Southampton. So, you know, it's called Northampton because it's the north part of Hampton. It's probably not a place called Hampton, but you know what I mean. People say you're British. Where are you from, James? Oh, are you going to say you're Irish because you're not from Britain? Oh, I bet. So if you write that in chat, I'm going to assume you're either Northern Irish or just Irish in general. And so you're like, no, I'm Australian. I'm like, oh, well, no, I was completely wrong. The amount of people who come in chat or like write on my videos asking if I'm Australian. And I'm like, what? Australia? Oh, yeah. Good eye, mate. I definitely have an Australian accent. What do you think of Pizza Tower? Pizza Tower? Pizza Tower? Is that video game? Oh, I should do that. 1 second. You are from the UK? Oh. Wait. So people are correct in saying you're British? Pizza Tower is apparently amazing. I've not played it. Turn on my light. I'm going to edit probably some videos while we're on call today. If you guys have any questions to ask me. Yeah, apparently Pizza Tower is really, really good. When I first saw it, it reminded me of like the Wario games. Yeah, my wrist is killing me. But when I looked up carpal tunnel syndromes, it was like the pain's supposed to be more here. My pain's really on the sides. I have no idea what it is. Do you have a recommendation for a spoon brand to eat? What? I don't even know what that... You eat spoons? Oh! Right. I mean, the generic, like, Tesco's silverware is pretty good. I don't know how they tell I don't sound British. Ah. Dino's referring to either when he watched the stream or the shorts of me just casually having a spoon in my mouth while I was playing games. I assume that's what he's referring to. Right, I have so little energy towards the day. Something that people don't like to accept is everyone feels different energy-wise throughout the day. Everyone likes to think, especially if they're a morning person. Morning people are the worst for this. Like to think that everybody feels the same amount of energy that they do throughout the day. And if you are tired throughout the day, you're just a lazy person. I'm like, that's not how people work. Some people get different boosts of energy through different times of the day. Me personally, my first big boost of energy is around 5 p.m. Right? So if I'm up at 8 a.m., I will be tired all the way up to 5 p.m. I am just tired. I'm a very tired person in general, but I am just tired throughout the majority of the actual day, like when it's light out. Around 5 to 7 p.m., I literally have an energy drink right now. I'm not doing anything. Sugar-free. I hardly ever get Red Bull, but for some reason, this is like almost £3 for one Red Bull, but you can get it as part of the meal deal. So you're basically getting a free sandwich with a Red Bull. For some reason, the financial gains from it feels worth it. It's called, what that person just said. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Let's see. Body Natural 24-hour cycle. The person body clock. There's actually something that's like a delayed body clock where you do get your energy later on in the day. Pretty sure I have that because at 11 p.m. I'll get my second boost of energy, and it's something that has always made me struggle. What happens when the savings run out? Well, like the savings of energy. But I just realized what you said, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Right, I thought you said the morning. I was like, damn, that's a good time to have energy. No, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. I get mine later on in the day, and people like to think it's that person. Oh, it's because you've got a bad sleep schedule. Oh, if you work to 9 till 5. I worked a 9 till 5 for 2.5 years. Ask anyone I worked with. I was always tired in the mornings. I always had trouble getting enough sleep for that day. I would catch up on sleep on the weekends, and I would even try to get naps during break time because I have always struggled to sleep at night. I am so sick of people thinking I am the problem. I mean, technically I am the problem. It's just I have no control over it. It really sucks to not have any control over how much energy you feel towards the start of your day and the end of the day. I will always get a boost of energy around 5 to 7 p.m. and a second boost of energy at 11 p.m. If I need to be asleep by 11:30, I will struggle to sleep because I have a boost of energy. It's always been the way of my life. It's how my life has always been. I have always struggled to sleep. And even if I get sufficient amount of sleep, I always have very little energy when I wake up. It's just what my life is. And it's frustrating because, like I said, morning people in particular think you're the problem, right? They're like, you are the reason. Like, it's your fault. You need a better sleep schedule. I still remember the time when my friend Jack, when I lived with him, finally realized it's not my fault that I have little energy or that I can't sleep at night. And it was when it was like 10, 11 p.m. or maybe even close to early hours in the morning. And I said to him, man, hey, happy guy, I really can't fall asleep. What's your favorite day of the week? See, right now it doesn't really make a difference because I'm not working. Probably the Saturday because it's the day a lot of people are off, and it's also the day the stores stay open. Whereas Sunday, a lot of the stores are closed, at least in the UK. So I can't go to stores on Sunday, but Saturday there's a lot of people available, like my friends, to play games with.
Oh, hi,
so
Mark.
probably for other people, seeing you at this time. Yeah, I'm just chilling. So probably because I get to play games with other people, probably Saturday's my favorite. So I was living with my mate Jack, and it was like either really late at night or really early hours in the morning. I can't remember. And I said to him, I was like, man, I just really can't fall asleep. I'm having a lot of trouble. And he outright said to me, he's like, oh, maybe it's because, hey, Leo, maybe it's because you got up so late. Like, very aggressively saying this to me, like it was my fault. It's because you got up so late. And I looked at him, I was like, Jack, I worked a 10-hour shift at Lidl's today. I've been up since 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Either my shift started at 5 a.m. or it started at 6 a.m. and I was up at 5 and got into work at 6, or I was up at 4 and got into work at 5. And it was like either early hours in the morning. And I only had a couple hours sleep the night before as well, right? I only had maybe 3 hours sleep. I'd been up maybe 20 hours. I'd worked a 10-hour shift and I couldn't fall asleep. And he tried blaming it. What are you playing? I'm just chatting today. I'll be playing something later today, but right now we're just chatting. And then he was like, oh, you've been up 20 hours and you worked a 10-hour shift and you've been up since 5 a.m. He was like, oh. And after that point, he never blamed me for my inability to fall asleep. I've always had the problem sleeping. It's just me. Like, sometimes people have issues, man, and they can't do anything about it. It's not always their fault. Like, people should hold themselves accountable for certain things, but when it's like something they're experiencing that it's not really their fault, I think it's really mean to just blame them, right? It's like if someone's dyslexic and you're like, just learn to read better. Like, mate, that's so rude. Okay, Catless, I see you around. Amen. Make you happy, guy. I don't know. Like I said, don't get me wrong. There are some people who try to use excuses or things. I've worked in jobs where people will be extremely lazy, and then blame it on random stuff that's completely irrelevant to why they were being lazy at work. I mean, a good example is my last job. At one point, we had a trainee in. How old are you? No saying ages. I like keeping my age secret because it's funny. I like people trying to guess. I mean, you can have a guess. I won't tell you if you're right. I mean, if you're well off, I'll tell you if you're well off. But not playing anything. Just vids. We're just chatting today. But I might be playing. Someone did want me to play Sims later today, but it's still like October, so I'm debating playing Five Nights at Freddy's. If I've got the energy to play it later. You know what, happy guy? I like that age guess. I think that's the age I would like to be. I'm just gonna say 126. Damn. What was I saying? Yeah. So like my last job, I had somebody there who they were just lazy, right? We brought them in and we said to them they weren't capable of doing the work, but we said we'll train them. As mean as it sounds, yo, you're very close, Dino. As mean as it sounds, I didn't want to hire this person. Right? It always comes off like you're an evil person, right? If you say someone needs to be fired or you say you don't want to hire someone, right? If someone's at a job and for 6 months they've not produced any work and I say, oh, I think they should be fired. You come off like you're an evil villain, even though it's a completely fair thing to say. And this is another example. I did not want to hire this person because they weren't capable of doing the work that we needed. They would have needed training. We were a very tiny company and it was not really in our budget to offer giving training. Freddy's, you never played it, right? You said it in that's yeah, I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, I think I might play that. I wish there was a bundle to just buy like 5 of them. Maybe there is. I'll have a look. Yeah, so this person was very, very bad at the job because it was like, it's mean to say, right? Because were they bad at the job? Yes. Is it because they didn't know how to do it? Yes. Did I try to train them? Yes. Did they accept my training? No. I tried to train this person. I tried to tell them how to do things. They wouldn't do it. And then they complained that nobody trained them to do it. They spent months offering basically no work to the company. And then they blamed it on random stuff. For example, their sleeping habits and stuff. And it was just them being lazy. So as much as I say you should respect people's issues that they have, at the same time, people will try to use issues as unreasonable ways to act certain ways in situations. It just is what it is. Like I said, I had trouble sleeping. Did I ever underperform at work? I probably stream about 7-8 p.m. just vid. So in what? In about 8 to 9 hours. But yeah, people weird. People weird. Wait, that does. Why did that close when I moved it? Oh, because it got small. Wait, what? Oh. Oh no. There you go. I'm definitely. Oh wait, we won't have to chat now. I'm definitely gonna get copyright. Not striked, but like whenever I show lo-fi, I always get like copyright, even though it says you can use lo-fi for free if you're an independent streamer. I have no idea why. And may I ask, what's that reward notification thingy? Reward notification thingy? Or like your points? You mean your points? I won't say specifically what city I'm from, just because I think that's a bad idea to share on the internet where specifically you live. I will say I live southeast, roughly. Yeah. Oh, so points, just vid. So if you've ever used Twitch before, you earn points, but I've basically made my own custom system on YouTube. So you guys will earn points the same way you earn them on Twitch. And then if you write !! rewards, you can see all the stuff you can claim. That's West, happy guy. Oh, you're saying you live in Wales? So yeah, if you write ! points, you will see how many points you've got. If you write ! rewards, you'll see what you can claim. And then type how the command looks with if you've got enough points. Hey, Callum. And you'll be able to, for example, Callum has 140 points. So if he looks at the rewards, he can claim what rewards. My mom and dad pronounce Wales as wows. Wows. He's from Wales. We're like, Wales. Wows. No, something, I watched a video recently. It made me feel really vindicated. So ever since I was a kid, maybe it's because I had Irish friends. They used to call, instead of calling it Ireland, as some people call it, like the place, like Northern Ireland. It's hard for me to even say it like that. I say Ireland. I've always said Ireland. I say Northern Ireland or Ireland in general because it's got an R in it. So my brain and the way my Irish friends used to say it was always Ireland. So that's how I always say it now. But I watched a video recently of an English guy talking about Ireland and he pronounced it that way. And I was like, yeah. I don't know what time to watch. It should be 7 to 8 p.m. British Standard Time. Are we on British? Well, clock's just reset right now, right? I don't know what time we're in. Are we GMT or BST? Now. All right, what if we go time in BST? 12, right, so we're at GMT right now, right? GMT. So I'll be streaming at 7 p.m. GMT. So if you want to know what time that is in your country, just write 7 or 8. I don't know when I'm going to start, 7 or 8. 7 GMT to your time, and you'll see what time it is. We are now 12. Oh, okay, so you're only an hour in front of me. So if I start at 7 p.m., you'll have it at 8 p.m. your time. That's how it's spelled, so I find it right. That's what I'm saying. Ireland. So when an Irish person is like, no, you're saying it wrong. I'm like, oh, sorry. You know, something I find really funny about, like, mochi. So I pronounce it mochi. When I was in Japan, I heard people say mochi. Oh, what the heck? Oh, yeah. I keep using that tab to thingy. When I've been over here, when my English friends say it, they call it mochi. And I was like, when I was in Japan, even they said mochi. The way it's spelled is mochi. Like, I don't know why I would say mochi. There's no additional vowel in there to make the O sound like an O sound. So to me, it looks like it should be pronounced mochi anyway and not mochi. The English language is really, really weird with words though, because it's like sweet and sweat. I sometimes spell sweet and sweat incorrectly. And some people think it's really ridiculous that I spell sweet and sweat incorrectly. I'm like, why? Well, because it's obvious. Double E is an E sound. E is an air sound. Like, okay, but what about the word heat? Boom! That theory is completely destroyed. Heat is spelled H-E-A-T, whereas sweet is spelled S-W-E-E-T. I'm like, see, sometimes I forget and I write E-A-T. So instead of writing sweet, I write sweat, which I think is a very reasonable misspelling. Whereas I've had some friends think I'm such an idiot for spelling that wrong. I'm like, oh, come on, man. If I spelled something like, I don't know, obvious wrong, I can understand. I remember one as well. I remember my friend, I used to get my friend Jack and Jake mixed up quite a lot with their names. And I remember one day they were like, our names are completely different. I was like, no, they're not. And they, I was like, what? But one's pronounced phonetically and one isn't. One's pronounced J-A-K and one's pronounced J-A-K. Jake, Jack. I was like, I think they're pretty similar. I shouldn't be getting my friends' names wrong, but I was just like, come on. They're pretty similar. It's my mouse. Oh, there it is. Sometimes I just like lay in bed and watch YouTube shorts for so long. And it's such a bad habit. But you know what? One video, I've been trying to get them out of my shorts feed for so long. And it's the yapping AI videos. Like you'll scroll and it'd be like, I don't know, a science experiment or something. And the AI would just be going non-stop. It's like, and you won't believe what happens next. He puts the ball on the platform and then the platform starts rotating and then the rotation of the platform causes the ball to move. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, this AI voice will not stop talking. And half the time, they're not even saying something accurate. Have you seen the ones where they try to, like, tell you about a movie, like a movie in a short? I'm going now. Thanks for the stream, Steve. Have a go, man. You'll see, like, a movie short, and it'll explain the movie, but it'll explain it wrong. I'm like, this isn't even accurate. The AI is getting everything wrong. I'm editing videos. Anyways, how you guys be? Channel views doing pretty good at the moment. We're people really like watching Buckshot Roulette videos. I'm just waiting for people to write in chat so I can respond to them. Not many people use your shot. To be fair, these streams are a little bit not the times I tend to stream, so people don't say they're really sharp to these ones anyway. But I sometimes like doing them to just chat, be a bit more real.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, man, how's it going? Oh, you know what? I forgot to change the stream. Whoops. We're not playing captured. We're just chatting. How's it going, man? I'm doing a chatting stream because I am editing videos, and I thought, what can we do while we edit videos? There you go. Oh. I did complete Insanity Mode. Yeah, I was pretty sick. I was really excited. It was so good. I really like Captured. Although I don't know what's the difference in the kitchen, man. Like, there's something in the kitchen that's an object, and it gets me every time. I don't know what it is. Oh, well, except the tree. When the tree's in there, that was obviously an obvious object one. But there's another object one, an object anomaly in the kitchen. And I couldn't figure out what it was. It lost me. Well, I see. It didn't lose me the run. It just resets, obviously, the anomaly counter. But no, the game was brilliant. I actually have to admit, out of every... Oh, yeah. No, the chair one's fine as well. I say obviously. I usually get the chair too. There's a third object one in the kitchen. So you're going to say a third one now that I know. There's a third object one in the kitchen that I could not figure out. Like, can I... wonder if someone's made a guide, captured every anomaly. I don't really like cheating for these games, but I have completely on insanity mode now. I probably know 95% of them. Nah, there's not like a wiki or anything that shows all of them yet. No, I don't know what it was. Or maybe I was just missing the chair, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's what I mean. It's not cheating at this point, right? I've completed it on insanity mode. I feel I'm justified now. The thing is, like, it's one of those games where you have to see an anomaly at least once that you might not realize is an anomaly until you fail it, to then go, okay, I've got to look out for that thing. And that's kind of how the games work, right? You start going, okay, I didn't notice that thing, so I've got to look out of it. And it just keeps adding to a mental list of all the stuff you got to check. I've never really played anomaly games until streaming. That's Not My Neighbor probably being the first one, which is kind of like a different one because it's like, yes, it's kind of an anomaly finding game, but it's like Papers, Please more like than other anomaly finding games like Exit A and Platform A and now Captured. I'm really enjoying them. I think they're just really interesting. Like, it's just a different game, really. I think that's why I like it so much. It's just a different feeling game than anything else I've played. And I think the first time I've been scared in a horror game in a long time was Captured. Captured, when I first started for the first 20 minutes, I was actually, like, feeling startled by things. Like, I actually was like, wow, this is feeling like I feel nervous about what's going to appear. I'm never scared of horror games. If you watch any of my past streams, things happen and I just go, huh, that was spooky. You know, I'm not really overly affected by horror, but playing Captured, I think it's because, one, the game looks very good. It's from a camera perspective. Two, there's jump scares. And three, I think it's because in an anomaly game, you're really focused on looking for an anomaly. So you're really like zoned into something. So when something appears to attack you, it just takes you off guard that much more. Like, the thing you're focusing on isn't the monsters, it's the anomalies. So when a monster does appear, it's like a little extra scare for you. And I think it works. It worked really well in Captured. I can't praise that game enough. I thought Captured was brilliant. I was actually very impressed. It's simple, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say it's game of the year, because it's not. But for an anomaly finding game, actually very, very good. It's so great for words, yeah. I'm editing videos at the same time, so if I am silent for a second, I'm just like going through a video. But yeah, I actually want to make videos and Captured. I might cut them into shorts and short form and long form content, because I think it's the game deserves more attention. I think it's just really, really good. Boom, rendered our first video today. Did you come over it because you thought I was playing Captured? Because I feel a bit bad now. You came over here like, oh, this guy's playing Captured. I get to watch him play an anomaly game. We could jump on it in a minute, I guess. Maybe I'll edit one more video. I do think it's like one of my all-time top horror games. What was the other? It's weird because I've played quite a lot of horror games. Don't worry, bro. I'm just browsing. Okay. I've played quite a lot of horror games in my time, and I feel like horror games, you had that, like, when Amnesia Dark Descent came out, everyone and their mum was making a random horror game. And you had, like, a lot of slop, a lot of, like, meh content being made in that period. Versus some good stuff, too. You had, obviously, Amnesia Dark Descent and some other games that came out that are pretty good. Then it sort of died off for a bit. Then you had like the whole, PS1 horror games. And that blew up for a bit. And everyone again and their mum was making freaking PS1 horror games. And a lot of them being quite slop. And I think we're at a time where we're just doing that again. But even so, because like the increase of popularity of the game will increase how many people are going to make the bad version of the games, right? But at the same time, you're also going to get a lot of you will get some companies make some really bangers in that genre. And I think one of the best horror games we played recently, in my opinion, was Still Wakes the Deep. Still Wakes the Deep was so good. I can't praise that game more. I thought that game was so fantastic. I loved how that game portrayed the horror aspects, and it felt like you were basically useless. And like, there's one death in that game, without spoiling it, where I feel like at that point it really grounded you as a player that oh maybe things aren't gonna go well at the end of the story. Again, I'm not gonna spoil it, I'm gonna be very vague. And then at the end of the story, when you hear something from a character, and I think what this character says is so meaningful, because it makes you realize as a character that you're not the special one in this situation, that everyone was experiencing the same thing as you. Because when you go through a horror game, it's like, oh, you're the one with the dark being inside him. Oh, you're the one that's infected. Oh, you're the one that's... But when you got to the end of Still Wakes the Deep, you realized you weren't special. You were not special. You realized that people were dying and you couldn't do anything about it. And you come to that acceptance as a player. And I thought, being that it was a horror game with a story obviously being there too, that it was so good. And the horror aspects to it, seeing monsters, the way that they were portrayed and how you had to hide and stuff, I thought was really good. I thought Still Wakes the Deep, in my opinion, has been one of the best horror games released in current years. I've not played Dead Space remake, and apparently that's fantastic, but I would say it was better than like the Resident 2 and 3 remake. I've not played Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it really drove home that horror aspect. I mean, my other favorite horror games are probably, if they count, probably Little Nightmares. Freaking Little Nightmares 1 and 2 was so good. What are your favorite games? You play anything other than horror? That sounds very interesting. No, I play basically everything. Horror games are actually a niche game that I play, but because it's Halloween or October, I've been playing purely horror games. But like, I don't even have a main game. I've always been someone who plays a bit of everything. I mean, on this channel, let me check my YouTube. We stream on YouTube as well, not just on Twitch. But yeah, be all horror this month. Let's go back a couple months. So we got Another Crab Treasure, Journey to the Savage Planet, Jump King, Difficult Game About Climbing, Game of Syphilis, Getting Over It, Little Kitty Big City, Sekiro, X Defiant, Hi-Fi Rush, That's Not My Neighbor, Elden Ring, VR games, Exit 8, random roguelike games because I love roguelikes, random itch.io games because they're always hilarious, oh, the SCP, so this is horror, but SCP Containment Breach, Hey Elias. I didn't like SCP Containment Breach as much as I think people thought I was going to. The second playthrough was better, but the first playthrough, I was just lost non-stop. I hate games that don't give you a sense of direction, because I have no sense of direction. So I get lost so easy when the game isn't telling me where to go, or giving me a hint on where to go. I think is more what I hate. That's not necessarily the game's fault. I know people love that in some games. I hate it. Oh my god, I get Metroidvania games, I get so lost, bro. Once Human, Sally Face, Little Nightmares, Little Misfortune, The Person, Arcade Full of Cats, Amnesia Rebirth, horror game, Binding of Isaac, Stanley Parable, Amnesia Bunker, Platform 8, Still Wakes the Deep, Turnip Boy, the second Turnip Boy game, Neon Abyss, Minecraft, Phasmophobia, Raft. Oh, Black Myth Wukong. That was good. Raft again, because it's a long game. And are you going to play? I already completed Elden Ring. Oh, wait, you can see it in the top right. I just realized. Whoops. I'm not supposed to be showing that screen. I'm supposed to be showing that screen. I've already completed Elden Ring a couple of times, and I completed the DLC once. I've played every Souls game and Sekiro. I also played Lies of P. I love these type of games. I do want to do a playthrough of just the new art stuff, like where you're kicking and punching. I think that'd be a really fun playthrough, just kicking and punching everything. But what I really want to do is have it so it's on my first playthrough. So I might get a friend to go get the item for me and then give it to me at the start of a new game. So I can start off with the, I don't remember what it's called, but like, yeah, being able to kick. Because like the only other way to do it is to do a next game plus of it. Lies of P is so damn good. It's so good. Lies of P could have been made by FromSoft, and I would have just like if they wrote FromSoft in the front screen, I would have believed it. It was so good. Like, I know that's like not a compliment to some people because obviously they might say no, it's its own game. I was like, yeah, but it was basically. It was basically like, more like Bloodborne, I guess. But FromSoft make quality games, so it's like, that's a compliment. Like, it could have been a FromSoft game and I would have believed it. You know, it was so good. I completed it in one sitting, I want to clarify. I sat there, I think it was 14 hours straight. Not on stream. I was like, I think I was on call with my friends most of the time. And I just played all the way through the game. And the last boss... I would have completed the game 4 hours quicker. I was on that last boss for like 4 hours straight. That last boss was so hard. Like, I wonder, what's it called? Yes, Nameless Puppet. That's the one. I think I was in it for like 4 hours. I was in it for a long time. I wasn't stuck on any boss throughout the entire game except the very last boss. Oh my word, that boss was so mental. Oh, okay, yeah, lots of people saying it's insanely hard. Okay, not just me. I think they nerfed it actually. Am I wrong? Nameless Puppet, nerf. Well, I'm not sure. Oh, Lies of P nerfed some of its hardest bosses. Check. I played it on like release, so I played it before they nerfed anything, which I like to do. I do the same thing in Elden Ring. I beat, you know, like Radahn. I beat Radahn pre-nerf. Didn't summon anybody first try. That's not really much of a flex. I just used the horse a lot to my advantage. Whenever he had a big sweeping attack, I just ran away with the horse. I didn't realize Radahn was so ridiculously difficult, apparently, because I beat him first time and I didn't summon anybody. Everyone has difficulties on different bosses in Souls games. So, like, I may have found Radahn easy, but I may have found something else really difficult that a lot of other people find easy. But, like... I didn't realize, because I remember being at the festival and them saying, yeah, we will join you in battle to fight him. I was like, nice. And then you get into the boss fight and nobody's there. And I was like, what? And then there was a bunch of signs on the ground. I thought the signs, because like in any Souls game, you can't summon someone while in a boss. So it didn't even cross my mind that all the signs on the ground were summon signs. I thought they were messages. So I just ignored them. And I just fought him on my own. And then afterwards, I remember my mates being like, oh, did you summon like all the like NPCs that help you? I was like, well, they didn't join me. It was like, yeah, you summoned them. I was like, where? It's like, in the fight. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, there's like loads of signs. There's summon signs? I was like, no, I thought they were freaking messages. Oh, it was so funny. Yeah, I think Lies of P, probably the Nameless King, is probably the boss I've spent the longest on in any Souls game ever. Even Radahn, I don't want to do too much spoilers for the DLC. Even the last boss in the DLC, I probably just spoiled it a little bit anyway. I think I spent less time on than the Nameless Puppet. That's how hard I found the Nameless Puppet. I have not struggled on a boss like that, I think, ever. And I was just sitting there. I don't like giving up and leaving it to the next day. I have played it, don't worry. Good. I don't like leaving a boss the next day, but that's a really good idea. If you're struggling with a boss, quit the game and come back later, because for some reason it's always easier when you come back later. I don't know what it is. I don't like doing that. I'm stubborn. If I'm struggling with a boss, I will just keep playing. And like I said, I played Lies of P in one sitting. One sitting. I started the game and completed it before closing it again. Terrible idea. It was fantastic. Terrible idea. I would not recommend. I really do like binging games though. Because I feel like when I drop a game, when I'm like, oh, I'll come back to it later, I have a tendency to sort of go, oh, yeah, I won't play it today, I'll play it tomorrow. Oh, I won't play it today, and I'll just keep pushing it back. Like a TV show, right? If I don't binge watch a TV show, I tend to drop it and stop watching it. It's a big reason why I like to binge watch, is because I know I can get it out the way and I'll enjoy it and I'll watch the whole story. If I don't do that, I then find myself never wanting to go back, really. And I feel the same about video games. If I drop a game, or say I'm going to play it a different day, I feel like compelled to not want to go back and play it. What's your favorite game you've played recently? There it is. I'm such a heavy-handed typer. Oh, wow. Oh, I was like, why is it uploading so slowly? Oh, it's because you're literally streaming, Steve. Oh, I almost just dropped the can. Let's light up our scented candle. Very manly. I'm a man with my manly candle. Pop. I got an electric lighter. I can't see it. Oh, it's weird that you can hear it like in a microphone. Well, what's this one? This is like apple and cinnamon? Warm apple and cinnamon. Why does it do that? Ever since I've been able to do ads, it's like, oh, we're not gonna click the schedule button. There you go. Oh. You know what? Let's check how much Five Nights at Freddy's is. 5 nights. 5 Night at Scapegoat. 5 Nights No Escape. 5 Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. 5 Nights at Freddy's. $3.99. No, whoops. Hey,
Oh,
Maryland.
hi, Mark.
So how much are Five Nights at Freddy's 2? And is there a bundle? There's no bundle. Wow. I'm kind of survived. I'm kind of surprised. Why did I just say survived? Add to cart. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Yeah, there's no bundle. Can I buy a bundle anywhere? It just feels like it makes sense if I can buy like a combined bundle somewhere. Steam pack. I suppose there's not a Halloween sale for it. That's very shocking. Let's just make sure I don't have Five Nights at Freddy's on anything else like Epic Games, or I don't think it'll be on Xbox Game Pass, but I'll check. Cool, yep, the only one they have on there is Security Breach. So I don't want to buy it if I still own it on another platform. People are going to be well excited for me to play Five Nights at Freddy's. How many games have you played so far? Just a random question. Like on stream? Or do you mean overall in real life? Because I can literally count them if you want. Let's go have a look. I was looking at them earlier. So on stream I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, overall? Oh, like 2,000? I couldn't tell you. I've played a lot of video games. Heck, I've probably played a couple hundred just retro games on their own. Like Asteroids, Pac-Man, Simpsons, Altered Beast, all the House of the Dead games, which aren't too retro. Yeah, I literally went into an arcade not long ago and probably played like 50 new games I'd never played before. A lot of video games. I've probably played 1,000 Flash games. I like playing a lot of different games. Like, yeah. Which is funny, because then when people ask me, have you played this? I'm like, no. Oh, I'm disappearing. Oh, big stretch. Yeah, there's no bundles for like Five Nights at Freddy's. You just have to buy them full price. To be fair, they're pretty cheap. I was just hoping I could get a bundle at Freddy's free. Yeah, $7.99. Oh, actually, oh yeah, they're like about 20 quid for all three. Well, the first three. I know they've made more than just free. What if I write best Five Nights at Freddy game? Every Five Nights at Freddy's ranked. Let's go all the way to the bottom. So the first, number 1, is considered the first game. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's. That's why I'm thinking of playing it tonight. Oh, so Into the Pit's the second most rated. Oh, wow. That one's the new one as well, right? Yeah. And you got Sister Location, which people like. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is the fourth best, and then 3 is the fifth best. Oh, so if you play the first 3 games, you're playing top 5, 3 of the top 5 games according to this list. Pizzeria Simulator. Security Breach. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Yeah, there's one in the house. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. It was 12. Okay. Oh no, Special Delivery is 12. Help Wanted was 10th. Okay. Let's edit another video. Another random question. When did you start streaming? Roughly 6 months ago. In 1, 2, 3, 4. In 5 days, it'd be 6 months ago. Which I think it's been pretty good. I've enjoyed myself. I think we've increased our subscriber count quite substantially on YouTube in that time. Really happy. 1,600 subscribers in 6 months. I'm super happy about. Got partnered in, the first 4 months, and I got full partner 2 weeks ago. I've been really enjoying it. So it's like I'm trying to convince myself. Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying it. I'm going for a nice long holiday soon. I'm going to go to Japan for 3 months. And I would really, really, really like to bring stuff with me so I can still do streaming over there, because I think that'd be really fun, especially to record some videos of me doing stuff in Japan. I think that'd be really cool. Even just to have something of me doing something in Japan for myself to watch, I think it'd be super cool. Go wait for that to upload. When it's uploading, we'll edit another video. You know what? We're gonna have a bait video and call it like 10,000 IQ. When did you start your YouTube channel? The same time as when I started streaming, 6 months ago. Six months ago and 5 days. So yeah, 6 months. I started releasing content 6 months ago / streaming. It's been good. Good times. We're going to do the clickbait title of 10,000 IQ play. You know what? I'm curious to see if that gets more views just because of the title being ridiculous, being clickbaity. What's your favorite game, Maryland? You know what? What's your favorite game? And then what's your favorite game you've played recently? Because sometimes that's a very different question. Because like my favorite game of all time personally is probably something like Ratchet and Clank. Not sure which one. The whole series in general are very good. But if I said my favorite game recently, that's very difficult. I've played so many good games recently. And they've all varied from being very different. Captured is a very good anomaly fighting game. Still Wakes the Deep is a very good horror game. Little Nightmares is one of my favorite games recently. A Hat in Time is one of my favorite platforming games of all time. And I only played that like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, it's difficult. So many good games have been released recently. I always love saying that because it makes old boomers upset. Not boomers, but people my age. Nothing good has been released in the last 10 years. And I'm sitting here like, some of the best games ever have released in the last 10 years. Like, oh my God, I couldn't be so wrong. Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Elden Ring, Sekiro probably released in the last 10 years. Best games in the last 10 years. My favorite game... It's not me, it's my basement. What's that? It's not me, it's my basement. An itch.io game. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's like a RPG Maker type game. Oh, that looks cute. Yeah, let's look at a list. It's got to be like 25 Last Generation. Here you go. Celeste. Oh, Celeste was fantastic. Oh, this was released 2020. No, I want a more recent list. Fine, there's one on Reddit. Let's have a look at what people say on here. Shadow of Mordor. That game was so good. Sekiro, yeah. Elden Ring, yeah. Last of Us. I mean, Last of Us Part 1, but Last of Us of Last 1 release date was surely more than a decade ago. No. PS3. 2013, yeah, just over a decade ago now. I was going to say. Yakuza, yeah, a lot of people like that. Monster Hunter World, fantastic game. Way better than its previous ones. Well, obviously opinion-based, but I enjoyed it more. I love talking about video games, man. I just love video games. I really hope I don't get to a point in my life where I just start outgrowing video games. They're just so good. They bring so much joy into everybody's lives. That was 12 PM. That was 3 PM. That was 6 PM. Perfect. We need to edit one more video and we're done for today. Disco Elysium, never played it, but apparently it's very good. Outer Wilds, never played it, apparently it's very good. Hollow Knight, also a very good game. Frostpunk, not played it. God of War, apparently very good. Hades. Yeah, Hades was really good. Inscription. Yeah, that was an amazing game. Dishonored. Not sure if that was released in the last decade, but that was a very good game. Dying Light, very good. Oh, there you go. Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Dark Souls. This guy, Demon Souls remake. This guy, and Sekiro, this guy really likes FromSoft. Final Fantasy VII remake, Hollow Knight, Disco Elysium. Oh, you know what? Resident Evil 2 3 remakes. I thought they were really, really good. Breath of the Wild, yep. Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Bros. In general, what? Cuphead, Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 wasn't released more than a decade ago. Ooh, literally a decade ago. Okay. Monster Hunter World, Alan Wake 2, Devil May Cry 5, The Forest, Sons of the Forest. RNC. Oh, Ratchet and Clank Rifts Apart, Forza Horizon 5. Doom Eternal. Hogwarts Legacy. Control. Undertale. Any more in this list? Like, some of the best games that ever released in existence have released the last 10 years. Heck, some of them in the last 5 years. I find it mental when people say, games aren't as good as they used to be. You're right. They're better. Oh, that would upset so many people if they heard me say that. Here you go. We've got another list here. Life is Strange, Let Aspire, Super Mario Maker, Cuphead, What Remains of Edith Finch. Device 6, The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead's more if you like those type of games, though. Resident Evil 7, yeah. The newer Resident Evil games, 7 and Village, very good. Shadow of Mordor. Oh, it made it onto this list. Let's go. Shadow of Mordor was so good. Monster Hunter World. Control. I'm reading the ones I know. Flappy Bird, interesting. Papers, Please, sure. XCOM 2. Golfing game. Tiger Woods. Animal Crossing, Stanley Parable. How could I forget? Oh, such a good game.
Monkey.
Gravity Rush. Beat Saber. Yeah, VR has been very, has evolved quite a lot the last decade. When did the original Dev Kit 1 come out? What you're doing, Steve Mann? I am just talking about video games because I love video games. And I'm talking about how I think games have got better and better, because I have a handful of friends who are obsessed or just saying games aren't as good as they used to be, and it's something I disagree with wholeheartedly. I think games are better today than they've ever been. I think games are constantly improving. Yes, there are some old bangers. I'm not going to disagree with that. There are some old games that are amazing. Doom or Doom. Warframe, Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was pretty good. I think Diablo 3 was better than Diablo 1 and 2. I played Diablo 2 after playing 3, and I think 3 was better in my opinion. The Witness. Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 was so good. Saints Row 4. Actually, was Saints Row 4? I thought Saints Row 4 was considered bad, wasn't it? Or am I thinking of a different one? I mean, obviously it's based on people's opinions, but if you enjoyed it a lot, you enjoyed it a lot. Oh, it must not be 4. What was the one that was considered really bad? There was like a Saints Row game that released that everyone hated. Was there a 5? Oh, was it a Saints Row 1 remake? Was that it? I remember 1 being really... Oh, here you go. Yeah. A 3.1 is just called Saints Row. So, yeah, I assume it's the remake. Really poorly received. Grand Theft Auto. Is that released in the last decade? GTA 5 release date. No, that doesn't count as 2015. I remember someone recently, I didn't mean to say it in a mean way, probably like a year ago now. There was somebody in like my server who, maybe they were like 16 or something, and they were acting like they'd been there for every GTA release. Oh, I remember when, like, GTA 5 was the best GTA release that I personally think was the best and stuff like this. And I was just like, aren't you like 16? Yeah? That's the only one you would have been alive for a release date. Or young, old enough to remember. When was 4 released? 2008. Yeah, he literally wouldn't have been born. And even when GTA 5 would have been released, he would have been too young to really appreciate it. It would be like 5, 6. So I remember being like, that's really weird for you to... I think we were discussing like GTA, all the GTA. Like I remember playing GTA 1, 2, 3, Vice City, San Andreas, 4 and 5. I've probably played some in between that as well. I've played all of them, and I was alive for most of their release dates. GTA 1 release date. Yeah, I was alive for every GTA release date. Sounds like a weird sentence. Again, when you start by defusing and... Oh, is that Saints Row? Yeah, Saints Row is like... I remember playing Saints Row 3 and thinking it was so fun because it was just really goofy. It was like a GTA game, except really just like you do what you want. Last of Us. Civilization 6. Is it 6 that I like, or I like 5? One of the new ones I could not get into. Yes, 6. I've got 32 hours in 6. I didn't even remember playing it. Civilization. I want to check its ratings. Do people really like it? I couldn't get into it. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just couldn't get into it. Yeah, like 90%. Yeah. I really liked 5. Maybe it's just because it was more of the same. Although 5 was rated a little bit higher. Civilization 5 was so fun. Into the Breach. Apparently that's really good. Hollow Knights. Final Fantasy 14. Death Stranding. Controversial one. I hope you don't mind. That's the only thing he says. Undertale. Limbo. I forgot about those games. Limbo, Inside. Those games are so good. Obviously, Little Nightmares. I think Little Nightmares deserves top spot in my heart. Freaking love Little Nightmares. Oh, that's from 2010 to 2019. That's not even recent. Skyrim doesn't count. That was released over 10 years ago, surely. Oh, this list sucks. It's got Dark Souls 1 on it. That's surely longer than a decade old. Dark Souls 1 release date. No, not remastered. Original. 2011. Yeah, get out of here. That ain't of the last decade. How long ago was that written? Oh, there you go. Best games of the decade so far. Let's look at this one. Firewatch. Yeah, that's a really good one. Not played it. I should. I know it's really good, though. Echoes of Wisdom. Satisfactory. Paper Mario. Mullet Mad Jack. No idea what that is. Animal Well. Oh, that's what that donkey published. Unicorn Overlord. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Yeah, a lot of people really liked Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Helldivers 2. Yeah, that was quite well received and released. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Alan Wake 2. Spider-Man 2. Baldur's Gate 3. How could I forget? Baldur's Gate 3 is fantastic. Dave the Diver. What is Dave the Diver? I've heard people talk about this game loads. Street Fighter 6. Tears of the Kingdom. Resident Evil 4 Remake. Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush was a pretty good game. Although the problem with me is I just went with easy combos. Ghost Runner, yep. Chain Echoes. I think it's great. It's one reason I do like a young audience sometimes. Or younger people in chat. Because if it was people of my age, I swear half the people my age freaking hate new games. And I'm like, guys, new games are great. Cult of the Lamb. I need to play that again. I played it on release date, but I've updated it loads. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Neon White, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. Rogue Legacy 2. Yeah, it was pretty good. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Tunic. Elden Ring. Yep, Horizon, Forza, Metroid. Psychonauts 2. Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. Returnal, yep. Returnal was pretty good. It Takes Two. It Takes Two was one of the best games I've ever played. It Takes Two was so goddamn good. If you guys have somebody to play It Takes Two with, you only need one of you to own the game. 100% recommend. That game was magical. That game made me feel like a child again. It Takes Two is so good. Oh my god. That was such a magical experience. Did it win Game of the Year? Did It Takes Two win Game of the Year? Yeah, 2021, right? I've never played Cube 1 or 2. I know about them. I've never played them. Hades. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sure. I mean, it is a massive improvement over old flight sim games. So, Last of Us 2. Doom Eternal. Half-Life Alyx. Yeah. I couldn't get into Alyx. It was too much. Go find this key. One of the memes I talk about of not liking in a video game is the go find this key like objective. I freaking hate. If a game makes me go find a key, I instantly lose respect for it. Unless they have an event happening between you finding the key. Like in horror games, they usually do it usually well. Where like you go up to a door, this room is locked. Go find the key in the kitchen. And you go over to the kitchen and a jump scare comes out. That's fine. But when it's just, this door is locked, go find the key. It could be anywhere in the house. I'm like, there's nothing. There's no jump scare. There's no extra story. It's just, how do we pad the time in the game? I know, let's lock half the damn doors and make the player find a separate key for them. I'm like, It just feels like such a way to make the game last longer without having to put in any extra effort. Again, it depends on the game. I personally don't like it. Callisto Protocol sucks. It's just Dead Space with an EA style. Oh, is it really? Let's buy Five Nights at Freddy's. We're doing it. We're buying Five Nights at Freddy's. Everyone's going to be so excited. I'm going to put it on streaming later on the Discord. I'm going to see how many people react to it. Oh, I installed Call of Duty Black Ops recently as well. So I could play zombies and stuff on the stream, which would be quite fun. It was really fun. I haven't played a zombies game in a while, and like as much as I make fun of, I don't know if I've done it on stream, but I make fun of Call of Duty all the time because I just say it's just point and click adventure. That's all the game is. I'm just moving my mouse over to somebody's head and left clicking. Shooting games in general, I'm pretty good at shooting games. I get bored of them very quickly because I think they're very, very repetitive. And it's very easily to disguise the repetitive nature in those sorts of games. Whereas, that's why I play so many different genres of games. But as much as I can make fun of stuff like Call of Duty, as much as I just said to make fun of it, Call of Duty is a game I've always said, if I want to play an arcade shooter, I will probably just launch Call of Duty because it has some bad things about it, but it is a decent arcade shooter. If I just want something arcade feeling where I can run and gun, Call of Duty is usually the way to go. Battlefield if I want something a bit slower, and then anything in between if I want a different experience. But I don't really like online multiplayer PvP games anyway. I played Extra Fight for a bit and had like a 1.7 KD or something like that, so I was doing decent. Well, I had like a 2.5 KD before leaving the noob lobbies. That was an alright game, but again, I lost interest after like a week because they're just very repetitive. It's crazy how they make them not feel repetitive by leveling up and stuff. Like, all you got to do is say, oh, you unlock a skin if you get 1,000 headshots in this gun, and people will just do it and get a load of hours at the game just from trying to get gold guns, you know. It's a very easy genre, I feel, to make it feel less repetitive by rewarding the player with things. Which is why when everything becomes microtransactions, I'm surprised it gets such a high player count. Because you take away some of that reward, but people still love it. Well, there have been quite a lot of complaints when they do microtransactions. So maybe love is the wrong word, but there is a demographic of people that will still play the game. I want to see what if I write in like I want to write games are better now than ever Reddit. Oh no, it's just I want to see if anyone has been hated by all the boomers, all the gaming boomers. Games are so good now. Here we go. How is this one received? Okay, like 1,000 likes. A comment I see quite often when talking about old games is people, oh, games were better years ago, and only people release loads of bad games today. I think people forget, or people like to ignore, there were so many bad games years ago. In fact, during the crash, what was it called? The gaming crash. What year was it? So this is a really long time ago, but the gaming crash of 1983 was due to the release of like an over-excessive release of bad console and games. At least I'm pretty sure that's why it happened. Why did the gaming crash of 83 happen? Summarize. I'm asking ChatGPT in 3 points. Market oversaturation. Too many consoles and low quality games flood the market, making it hard for consumers to find quality products. Poor game quality. Rush low quality games. Oh, so yeah, again. And yeah. So it's because they rushed too many. They saw that the gaming industry was getting attention, so they released they oversaturated the market with bad games and I think bad consoles. It's not saying this here. And it made it so it was more difficult to find quality games, so people started losing interest in purchasing games. And then Nintendo came out with their A console or something like that. Or was it Atari? I can't remember the full details. And it was such a good console and it brought back up attention into it. Admittedly, that's 83. And when people say the good old days, they usually mean late 90s, early 2000s of video games. But yeah, we've always had garbage video games. We've always had slop being released. But when people remember fond memories of old games, they only remember the good games. And in 20 years' time, we'll do the same thing now. People will say that the games released in this generation were all amazing. There was no slop. And the games being released in 2044 are all bad. And they'll point out all the bad releases. We're going to do this every generation. We're always going to look back at older generations and say that there was only good games, and look at a current generation and say there's only bad games, because they want to have nostalgia. They want to think about all the good stuff that they used to have that they don't no longer have, either because they've lost interest in video games in general, or just because they're taking more of a notice towards bad games today. The thing is, it's like the new Call of Duties people are hating. And I'd probably dislike them if I was playing every release, because they become very repetitive, right? I started playing Call of Duty back in Black Ops 1. Or I played Modern Warfare 3. I think that was released after Black Ops 1. And that was like the last time. So when was that? Modern Warfare 3 release date. 2011. So I haven't really played a Call of Duty game for 13 years, at least not properly. So playing Black Ops 6 was a nice, refreshing experience, because it'd been so long since I played a Call of Duty game. For me, it's not repetitive, right? Whereas if you play every release of Call of Duty, you'll start going, oh, it's the same thing. Yeah, obviously. Why would they change it? Oh, they change it to be, but they should change it to be innovating and be more interesting to the people who've played Call of Duties before. They don't need to, because every new release of Call of Duty are going to get new young players playing it, or 15-year-olds. I can't remember the age rating. I think it's 15. So someone who's played Black Ops 6 may have never... Yeah, I need to play the game, Treepang Cubed. Or Squared, sorry. People who have played newer releases of Call of Duty may have never played the old ones. So they have no... One, they have no point of reference. But two, to them, it's a new fun shooting experience. So they don't think it's bad because they haven't been playing shooting games for the last 20 years. And are moaning that there's no innovation. Because to them, it is innovative. Well, it's not necessarily innovative. But because it's the first experience that they have, they don't recognize the lack of innovation, so it's enjoyable to them, and that's fine. If a games company wants to do that, that's fine. What bothers me is when people go, "I'm not buying a new Call of Duty because they never do this new things," then they buy the new Call of Duty, then complain that they're not doing new things. I'm like, if you actually wanted to make a stand, you'd stop buying their games. No, it's all the music. I can't play any of the music while not actually playing the game, so I'll get copyrighted. At least usually. I've been copyrighted so much. Oh, it's actually on discount right now. 50% off. Let's go. What type of game is it? I was looking at some content of it, and I was confused. Is it an action shooting game, or is it because I saw like horror aspects too? Yeah, like in the trailer, it looks all actiony, then halfway through, it looks kind of horror-y. It's a shooter until it's a horror. Oh, kind of like Fear. Was Fear like that, or was Fear the opposite? I might buy it at some point. Like I said, I need to stop buying so many games. I need to balance out my spending habits. People compare it to Fear. Oh, okay. Well, I was pretty spot on there with my assumption. Let's do one more video, and then I'll probably cut stream. Cut it off of like not even saying anything. I don't think I'll play much Saints Row there. As much, or at least, well, I'll probably play it off stream. I don't think that'd be like an on-stream game I'd play Saints Row 4. Because I just want to run around. You know what would be really good on my Steam Deck? Laying in bed playing Saints Row 4 would be pretty good. X-Defiance quite good. Yeah, I played that on stream a little bit. I was like I was going back into the old days of quick scoping and no scoping. Well, no scoping didn't really work, but quick scoping. Quick scoping. I was like one of those freaking Call of Duty nerds who used to run around doing 360 no scopes and stuff. So lame, but it was so fun. No Man's Sky, most unhateable game. I do find that comment very funny, considering it was one of the most hated games of all time on release. I've been playing No Man's Sky since it was released, so... Yeah. Well, when I first played No Man's Sky, it was kind of exactly what I thought it was going to be. So I wasn't particularly disappointed because I didn't really watch like any. I don't really watch trailers to begin with, right? But I did watch a couple for No Man's Sky. But one of the big ones was I didn't watch any of the talks that Sean Murray had with like critics and stuff, like EA and like articles and stuff like that. I didn't really watch any of those. So I wasn't really disappointed because I didn't know he said that it was going to be multiplayer. I didn't know he said all this stuff that didn't exist. One thing I do find weird, right, that they never even added in is they said they had their own elemental table. They said they had their own elements, like a whole table of elements. They never had that. And they still don't have that. Hey, Monkey Man, come out again. Do you have soulmate? No? Ah, spelled soulmate wrong. Soulmate. No. Soulmate game. I assume it's a game. Spelt like that, right? Without a U. I don't see anything. Well, they made it sound like they had... Well, they didn't make it sound like... They literally had a visual in one of their trailers of a element table. But they don't really have an element table or anything like that. I think they even said you could... No, I meant like... Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Are you asking if I have a game called Soulmate, or are you asking if I have a partner? Do you have a soulmate? Very romantic. I assume you mean a game. Game partner. Well, now you're confusing me more. Game. You said game and partner. No, game. Okay, you mean a game, right? Do you mean what I'm seeing here? Soulmate on Steam, which isn't released yet? Which is funny, because it says early access, but they don't have any way of playing it. Did you see OTXO? No? OTXO? What's this? Whoa! It's like a Hotline Miami game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like a Hotline Miami game. Oh, wait, you do mean partner? No, I do not have a partner. A very personal question, although this is a QA stream. Oh, it's a roguelike. Oh, that's very interesting. How highly rated is it? Oh, 94%. Damn. No, that's some good ratings. That's good eating. Oh. I do like me my roguelike games. Do I... £11? Would you watch me play it? The music is fabulous. Fabulous music. Oh, I can't buy it yet because I need access to my phone to buy it. What's your address? IP, credit card info, social security number, and password. What is a social security number? I feel like we don't call it that in the UK. Yeah, to US citizens in UK. Is that our national insurance number? Ah, that'd be our national insurance number. Okay. Yeah, in the UK, it would be Outer Wilds. In the UK, we wouldn't call it a social security number. But because we have so much American media over here, I always hear the term social security number. So I kind of wanted to check what it was. I should play Outer Wilds, though. Is Outer Wilds on anything? I feel like Outer Wilds is going to come to Game Pass at some point. Is it on Game Pass at the moment? It is not. Have I got it on Epic Games? I don't find Space Marine 2 that interesting. I was looking at it, I was like, eh. It just looks like a third person, like Vermintide sort of game. You know, just run through, kill the creatures kind of thing. Cool chainsaw sword. I feel like the effects of that would wear off of me from being cool after the first time I used it. Like, I'll use it once and go, okay. I got Outer Worlds, not Wilds. Interesting. Helldivers 2? I enjoyed Helldivers 2, but I was playing it with friends and they got bored of it super quick, unfortunately. I think Helldivers is a very good game. But I had one friend go, there's no end game, so I don't really want to play it. And I was like, that's a weird reason not to want to play a game. I usually lose interest by end game in a game, because end game in 99% of games is let's farm the same thing 1,000 times till it drops something I want. End game in most games is so goddamn boring to me. So I just don't care if something's got a huge amount of end game. As long as it's got a fun early and mid game, I'm fine. Is Pressure a game or is Pressure a game on Roblox? Is that the Roblox one? Wait, same thing what? Still get there is a game called Pressure. Is it on Steam? I don't see it. Java runtime environment. Pressure game. No, oh, it is on Roblox. Oh, okay. What is it? Because I keep hearing people talk about it. Wait, is it just Dead by Daylight? I'm like skipping through this video. Oh no, I have no idea what it is. What the heck? SCP with... Oh, yeah, that's kind of like what it looks like too. It's because I saw them hide in a locker. But I was hiding from, I assume, an SCP type being. Under pressure. Pushing down on me. Pressing down on you. Can I play all these games single player? Because I am not interested in playing any of these games really multiplayer. You know what, though? I do really want to play Liar's Bar with some people. I think that looks so funny. I don't think my friends would like Liar's Bar, though. Well, at least the people I play with at the moment. Because, like, my friends like full games. Well, we played a lot of Lethal Company, actually. Alright, let's edit this last video. High on Life. High on Life is quite funny. I've not played it.
Kermit Oman 364 said I had the one request. Check out Party Animals, the quick matches, and the cabin in custom mode, please.
As in Party Animals, like quick matches and custom mode. Believe it or not, I know a lot about Party Animals for reasons I can't talk about. Let's just say I am a game developer. And I'll leave it at that. To why I know a lot about Party Animals. I think I did like a Mario Kart mode. There's no way. Party Animals has a Mario Kart-like mode? That's pretty sick.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Why did it say, oh, hi, Mark? Nobody new messaged. But again, the problem is I don't really have any friends who would play. Oh, there's a friend pass, so any one of you need it. I don't really have any friends who would play Party Animals with me, so. And like I said, I don't really want to play with audience just because I'm very skeptical in trusting my audience to be mature on my streams. Super hot, good game. I want the VR. Have I got it in VR? Have I played it in VR? I don't think so. Super hot. I played Super Hot on release. Super Hot release day. How long ago was that? Only 2016? Only 8 years ago? Oh, I thought it was older. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Party Animals did look very good. Party Animals had a very bad reception at one point for some reason. And I can't remember why. I wonder if I could find it. Party Animals controversy. There was a mistake in the game's description on Steam. Initially reading, pour it out with your friends both online and offline. This made many people think the Party Animals had an offline mode, when in fact, even the local co-op mode required a constant internet connection. Oh. Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic's got a lot of attention recently. I have it. Release date. When did I play it? Yeah, like, it's been out for 6 years, but out of nowhere, people really like it. Rock and Stone. Was that the main controversy to Party Animals? I assume it's because the servers are banked up and they have said in another thread they are working on it. So was it bad servers and not being clear in their description? Oh, no, it was like too many microtransactions. Is that what I'm getting here? But have they fixed all that now? Wait, stop what? Talk about Party Animals. Oh. I thought you were telling me to stop talking about Party Animals. Dude, stop. What's this? What is this? What the heck? Oh, you're like making everything. Oh, you're doing everything wrong. That's quite funny.
Welcome, player.
Thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness you're here. Oh, I've seen this game. Thank goodness you're here is like a super British game, right? Yeah, it's British, yeah. I keep wanting to finish editing this video. Let's go. What did you just put in chat? Chat. But the devs behind Sugar Roulette, he makes Linux version of this game because I asked him to. Oh, really? That's kind of cool. One thing that bothered me with Buckshot Roulette, and I know a lot of people would disagree with this, but it's like, for example, I bought it twice. I bought it on itch.io and then I bought it on Steam because he basically started releasing updates for the Steam version and not the itch.io version, or started releasing them late. And then he also said the itch.io version won't have multiplayer, but the Steam version would. And I thought that was really mean, that if he's going to make the Steam version have more stuff, that he should have given it for free for his original backers, because that's what itch.io people are in this scenario. They are original backers. I was one of his original backers. So I thought it was really like weird that he didn't give itch.io people a free key. And there's like two sides to this that people were defending but also using as a counter defense. Was like, but it's only $2.99. Why does it matter? Just buy it a second time. One, a lot of people saying, well, it doesn't matter about the money. It matters about that we were original people. We're the reason he can release a Steam version, because we backed the game. We gave him financial backing to be able to continue developing this. But two, that's also the reason why it feels necessary to give us a free code, because it's not that expensive. He's not going to lose too much money by giving a code away free to itch.io backers. So it's like, as much as people can say, but why does it matter? It's not much money. I could say the same in the reverse. What does it matter? It's not much money to him. But I had to buy the game twice just so I could get updates on, like, as early as Steam people. So I bought it on Steam. Because he was delaying updates for itch.io people. It's like you're punished if you was original backer. And I find that really weird. I didn't like that at all. At the very least, he should have been releasing updates the same time for itch.io. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a very weird approach he took for that. I mean, it probably earned him more money in the long run, and not too many people were upset over it. So financially, it was a better idea for him. And if you're just talking about finances, then yeah, like that's the way to go, I guess. But if you're talking about like a supportive community you have backing you, I feel like it would have been really nice if he, one, gave a Steam code to people who bought it on itch.io, or two, updated the itch.io version the same time he updated the Steam version. So that way it didn't feel like he was being punished by being an early backer. What do you think of Postal 2? Never played it. Damn, Postal 2, that's old. Yeah, never played it. Is it peak gaming? It's not going to be one of those games I play and go, eh. Let me see what people say about it. Wow, that's interesting. What Starman just wrote that is. Just reading people talk about it. Oh, I don't know. Reading it sounds like there's a lot of controversial things in it by today's standards, so people who watch my streams might be upset. So I'm not sure I should. I mean, maybe I'll play it off stream though. Oh, wait. Boom, we've made all the videos to be uploaded today. Well, as soon as this one's fully uploaded. Today's just a buckshot roulette shorts day, I thought. People seem to like watching them on shorts, so give the people what they want. Was made to offend everyone and everything. Yeah. I don't know if it'd be a good. Oh, my head's spinning. I don't know if it'd be a good stream game. At least not for my channel right now. Come on, upload. It takes so long to upload when I'm streaming because I'm obviously taking up all the upload speed.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Ooh, hey, you day. Oh, what you getting at the pub? Is it like spoons or? Ooh, excuse me. Probably 3 forks. Is that like a local pub name or is that actually a chain? Oh, it looks nice. What game is tonight? Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes! Yes! Which one? Just the first one. You gotta start from number 1. Oh, I gotta relax, Mr. Shea. Let's edit a thumbnail for it. Peep, demo, in there. Well, I'll play a bit of Five Nights at Freddy's first before I start playing fan games anyway, right? I feel like that makes sense. When am I playing what? What? What did you just write? Oh, observation duty. You think I'm gonna know that IOOD means I'm on observation duty when I'm not an avid player? That's like me being like, oh, have you used WPO in UE4 in UE4? You'd be like, well, I can guess what UE4 stands for, but what the heck is that WPO? What do you think of S and box? S and box. What's that? Oh, is that Face Punch's new game? Gary's mod and love letter to source. Yeah, is it out yet? I've not seen anything about it really. Yeah, it looks like a full games engine, right? Well, do I not need to play the other observation duties first? What's so good about the 6th one? Oh, the graphics look way better on it than the previous ones. Makes sense. Ah, it's not an offer. I was hoping I could find it on offer. £11. Was it new? Is 6 like quite new? About a year old. Have you played Portal 2? I have played Portal 2. Portal 2 is very good. Let's make it. Oh wait, I want to make a. Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, you know what? Can I get Discord? I wonder if I can generate a funny picture. I can't play co-op, no friends. I have friends, but none of them like playing most of the games like that. It's a shame. One of my best friends doesn't play any type of party game. But man, he'll only play co-op games, basically. Well, all competitive games. He just does not like party games. What was I going to type in? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Have you played Alien Swarm? No, but I'm pretty sure at my last, at one of my last companies, I'm pretty sure my boss worked in Alien Swarm. It's gonna be like I was. Really? You like Observation Duty 6 that much? That it's gonna be like Slated Princess. They've just updated Slated Princess. Did you see? Yeah, my boss, old boss worked in Alien Swarm. I think it was Alien Swarm. Pretty sure. Yeah, update. Slated Princess. The pristine cut. What is in the update? Expands the game by 35%. Adds different glow-ups for the... Introduces 3 brand new princesses. Adds a deep interactive gallery. 35% is adding to the game. That's pretty mental. Please play the game. More voices. It only released recently, right? I'll play the update. What, 2 days ago? 3 days ago it released? Oh my god. Just checking my Discord. It's the first time I've launched Discord since last night. Oh, I watched Venom 3. Pretty good. I don't think it was as good as the first two. The pacing was a little bit funky, but other than that, it was pretty good. It feels like the movie should have been, in my opinion, like an extra 30 minutes. Because, yeah, it felt like they rushed kind of the stories in some of the areas. I felt like one part of the movie, I don't know what the writers were smoking, but... This is for you. Is that tuna? What is that? Spam. I love spam. Thank you. Spam. Toasting your or frying some spam and then putting it in a sandwich, some coleslaw. That's a good sandwich. Have more. I haven't had spam in ages because it's kind of bad for you. Monkey.
Monkey.
It says it twice because it's present in both chats.
Monkey. Monkey. Monkey.
The music's pretty chill. Itch.io roulette, as in I play like a random. Is there actually a site that does that? Was it actually random on itch.io? Itch.io. There's a random button? I don't see a random button. Random. Ah, randomizer. Cool stuff. Free only. Windows games. Bam. Oh, damn. That's pretty sick. If I refresh the page, does it refresh every time? No, it doesn't. Free Windows games. Bam. Out of control. Huh. I like that. That's cool. I have an amazing game. It's called... Oh, Lude 6. Or... Eude 6. I'm just making thumbnail. I don't know if I should make a thumbnail for Five Nights at Freddy's, or if I should like make a custom one, or if I should just use a picture of
Mark.
Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and just slap on my logo. Hey, Captain Price. What's good, Steve? Not too much. Wait, not too much? That sounds like nothing's good. Hold on, I didn't mean that. I got bit, man. Like, I don't know. The bed bugs are getting me. Both my ankles. I've got like 3 bites on like 2 of my legs. Ah, so itchy. The thumbnail I was gonna use. Oh no, that works. No, I like that. Now if we upscale that. Na 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 na.
Ogres
Like onions.
Monkey. Monkey. Monkey.
So Unity doesn't need to care because Unity earns points on Twitch as well. I'm glad people are liking the YouTube points though. People are actually using them. Like, I know now you guys are just using it for the sake of it, but like when we're actually doing proper streams, people are using it, whooping my faces and stuff. I need to be able to do a to be continued one, but it will be very delayed, so I don't know if it would actually work very well. So many monkey. I love the monkey when we were playing Black Myth Wukong. That was so funny. You have definitely not got enough points for a warp. Gotta eat breakfast. Okie dokie, John. Bam ba na 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 da 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 na da 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 to the boom ba da 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 ba da 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 to the ba da ba da to the boom da boom. Bad Parenting was good. Who told me to play Bad Parenting? That was pretty cool. I feel like those kind of games make me seem like such a monster though, because I didn't like. Someone literally wrote, I want you to play Bad Parenting again, but don't cry. I was like, I didn't cry the first time. Psychological neutral monkey. That's good. Completely fine. That's a background. Oh, that's a pretty spooky background. I like that. I like that. You guys will see my thumbnail in a minute. I'm still editing it. What's the original Five Nights at Freddy's text? It's this one, right? Five Nights at Freddy's cover 1. Yeah, it's that kind of text. I like using the text from like the first, like from the game itself, right? So right, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 PNG, like that. It's not quite the text. You want me to make you a thumbnail? I can. I've got one. I mean, you can if you want, but I've got one. Well, it's kind of the text, actually. Did they change it? Because one looks like one looks like the other. I'll show you what my thumbnail looks like. Hold up. I want it to look really spooky because it's obviously Halloween. Bam. Yeah, this is the. I'll put it in chat. I'll just put it in public. It's my server. I can put images in public. People have had a go at me for that before. For sharing something in public and like, Steve, wrong channel. I'm like, it's my server.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey. How do I pronounce your name again? Unless that's May. That's not May, is it? Oh, Canary? Canary?
ツツオーレ Canare
Oh, that is May. Okay. Hey, May. Bazinga.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, I can tell. Do I know Alcatel? I do not. I just woke up, lol. What time is it there? Here you go. This is the if hey, let me at Unity. There you go, Unity. That's the thumbnail. Very spookified. It's 9 a.m. Okay, not bad. It's 1 p.m. here. Oh my god, yes, 1 a.m. here. That'd be mental. Oh, wait. So that was translating. Huh. Bam! My throat's really bad today. I think I got burgers for dinner. Play Juice Galaxy. Juice. Oh, it's free as well. Juice Galaxy. What the heck is this? Overwhelmingly positive. Sure, we'll add it. I mean, I ain't saying no to a free game. Steve, I just made a game. Go on.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Okay, I could tell. Oh, what's it about, Unity? Yeah, play on stream, please. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. Getting recording anomalies, it's really spooky and great for Halloween, and I totally made it. Definitely not just trying to get you to play it. I'm not seeing any £12 donation for me to buy it. I sense a lack of dedication. There are too many visual novels that make visual novels suck, and it's just... Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of visual novels. I did like Slay the Princess, which is a visual novel, because there's a little bit more to it. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of visual novels, because like if I'm playing a game, I want to be locked in and playing. So visual novels just don't have enough stimuli for me half the time. I don't think they're necessarily a bad game, but they're not always for me. I mean, with that said, I play anomaly finding games, and they're not too much, but they're still a little bit more than visual novels. They're just enough to keep me into it. Shaking my head, Unity. You're like that guy that takes like, oh, let's go out for dinner. And then he's like, oh, I left my wallet at home. You know, it looks like you gotta pay. Oh, Steve, I'm learning code and soon I'll start a game. I'll start game development. Nice, nice. I could probably make a game from the ground up. I basically know everything on making a game, but I just don't like programming, so I'll have to use blueprints. But it doesn't take a quick Google search, or does it take quick? It's just a quick Google search in a YouTube video to usually find out to do small things. And there's so many templates for Unreal Engine that you could probably get away with using a template for the programming and then just doing all the art yourself, which is what I do. I have ADHD, I lose everything. You know what? It's always funny. I literally put my phone down yesterday, walked back into my room. I couldn't find it for like 10 minutes. I was like, what the heck? I just put it down. And it was like in a really normal spot. It was just that spot was dark. Like the spot was like a black plastic. Yeah. And my phone's black. So somehow I just didn't see it. It was quite funny. Let me see. Do I know assessment examination? I don't think I've heard of it. Oh, another HIA game. No. What is this? Oh, is this another anomaly game? You're finding like people's faces. This actually gave me shivers. Ooh.
Hey, how's it going, guys? It's a sense with.
Oh, you can hear me watching the video. So I'm playing it. Speaks for the way to let us mute your mic. Mute my mic? Oh! What, you mean it's like a points? I wonder. Well, actually, that won't be too hard. It depends. It'd probably be difficult to figure out how to make it so you guys can mute the mic itself, but to mute it on OBS is probably not that hard. But to make it so I can eventually realize, I should probably have a symbol that appears over my head, like a little mute symbol. What's my dog's name? One dog is called Ruby, one dog is called Lana. Oh, and they're very cute. They were jumping over me all when I went upstairs earlier. Half of you just disappeared. Yeah, I know. I was leaning back. I was like, I wanted to avoid. So, like, if I can mute the microphone on here in the actual app. Was that muted? Nope. Oh. No, that's just made it black. Wait, what? Is it still... Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I don't think there's a way for you guys to mute the color, like make it mute physically, but I could definitely make it mute. Coco, Lily, and Levy? Or yeah, Levy? Coco, Lily, and Levy. Oh, that's cute. I really want to name a dog. Ugh. Oh, no, my Sky. God. I really want to name a dog a really generic human name. Like, I want to get like a Bernese Mountain Dog and just call him George. Snow, she's a snowstorm instead of a dog. Is she just really fluffy? Get a new dog and name him Steve. That'd be so weird. People would ask me and my dog would just look at them. Wait, so is that not pronounced Lily? 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 Yeah, I could actually make it so you guys can mute me because I can make it so it will just mute me on OBS, but if it does that, I won't know the light's turned off. I won't pay attention. So I'll have to make a little mute symbol above my head so I can at least notice when I've been muted. Or make it so you guys mute me for 30 seconds or something. You have the power to mute your streamer. Let's set up the stream for later, and then we'll watch through 2.5 hours. We'll come off. I might get a nap, honestly. I don't know why. I said earlier at the start of the stream, like, I'm tired very often, but I'm extra tired today. I had 8 hours easily, and I am exhausted. Maybe I just had really bad sleep. Oh, I'm doing. Ugh. Thumbnails, streams, Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, what do we call this? Do we make a mention to the fact that I'm finally playing it in the title, or do we just make a goofy sounding title? Five Nights at Freddy's, exchange all their thingies. FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy's. FNAF 1. Horror gaming. Horror. Yeah. Bye. I wonder what game we could play though. Because I've been looking at different games to play in the community. Bye, Unity. Oh, keep disappearing when I lean back. Five Nights at Freddy's. Do I need to write down? Can I just write FNAF 1 in the title? FNAF 1. You know, I've got an I know what title I'm writing it. The title is I'll have a number 9. I'll have a, that's the quote, right? I'll have a number 9. Yeah. A number 9 large. That's the title. Because it's a pizzeria. Five Nights at Freddy's. So Five Nights at Freddy's has been out a decade. That's interesting. Hey, Steve, what's up? If you drop your FPS to FPS, you can't beat the hardest night. Thanks for telling me what FPS means. It also means first-person shooter. Oh, you can beat the hardest night, sorry. Wait, what? Why? Why does changing your FPS make the game easier? Does the game run slower the lower FPS you're on? Damn, Stubborn, that's too much information about Foxy's personal life. What? That sounds like that's exploiting. We're not using exploits on the first playthrough. What we'll do, like a maybe we'll say 7:30 for the stream. There you go. Wait, so could you literally just beat the entire game by playing at 2 FPS and never checking a camera? That's funny. How hard is Five Nights at Freddy's 1? Not that hard if you know what you're doing. Hilo Land. Oh, what the heck? Is this like a 3D game where you like go through an environment? Oh, there's no gameplay, so it's hard to tell. Oh, it's just 3 rooms, okay. Of course, the video for it is Markiplier playing it. Anyways, we are going to end this stream. I'm going to go do some stuff. I'm not sure if I want to take a nap or not. And then we will come back at 7:30-ish. Either slightly before or slightly after. I'm not sure yet. And we will start our Five Nights at Freddy's. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. And yeah, I will catch you guys then. Boy, let's disable the stuff while I'm here. So I remember. So let's disable this. There you go. Turn this on. There you go. All right. I'll see you guys then. Boy, we won't even go to the screen that says like ending or whatever. We'll just end it immediately. Try to play Five Nights at Candy's. Five Nights at Candy's. Is that another fan game? I'll look into that when I end the stream. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hey, okay, so you're going to play Do Not Take This Cat Home. Oh, I want to play that as well. Let me add that to the list. Maybe not today, because we're doing Five Nights at Freddy's today, but I do want to play that. Unless we complete Five Nights at Freddy's fast, which I doubt it. Games to play. Games to play. Do not take this cat home. Alright. Boy. Boy.